It was a slightly shorter week this week at Ainslie, but a jam-packed one nonetheless. Here's your weekend wrap-up. Tuesday started off our week after gorging ourselves on Easter eggs over the long weekend, and that meant it was Analysis Day, where we penned an article analysing Ethereum's seemingly stabilised market and the optimism ahead, including the impact of the upcoming Shanghai upgrade. And as always, yours truly gave you the weekly precious metals price analysis video, where I looked at gold and silver, but also the silver of crypto, Ethereum. I utilised some indicators to look at what the next support and resistance levels for all three might be in the coming weeks ahead. Don't miss next Tuesday's analysis. On Wednesday, we discussed the IMF's World Economic Outlook report, which is screaming of more pain ahead for the global economy. The recent banking crisis is clearly front of mind for them and not accepted as a given that it's over. Contagion is clearly in the odds. Thursday, we saw the latest inflation figures out of the US, and whilst headline inflation was a little softer than expected, core inflation rose. The March Federal Reserve minutes showed they're predicting a mild recession starting in later 2023. We certainly agreed and gave you 13 charts that you simply can't ignore to make the case. Link below to the article. This week's special discounted the 2023 1-ounce Royal Mint Silver Britannias with the Queen's effigy for 24 hours only. Did you miss out? No worries, there's always next time. You'll have a much better chance of catching the next one if you follow us on one or all of our social media platforms. Friday's topic and accompanying video was all about Saudi Arabia dealing another blow to the US dollar by penning new agreements with China on oil and trade. This is the clearest sign yet that America is facing an increasingly inevitable downward spiral in geopolitical influence. And finally, Tough Talk is currently on its season break, but will be back in a few weeks. In the meantime, you can watch the hilarious satirical show via our YouTube playlist, link provided, to catch up on what you may have missed, including interviews with Janet Yellen, Apple CEO Tim Cook, and Australian Treasurer Jim Chalmers. Well worth the watch. That wraps up another week here at Ainslie. As always, balance your wealth in an unbalanced world, stay safe, and we'll see you next week.